All right, Ohima. Once again, I'll welcome everybody to this live session with my one and only Ohima Esther Hofe. Now, without wasting much of the time, sex is an important aspect of any romantic relationship, and finding the right position that both partners enjoy can greatly enhance the experience. And that is the reason why I have decided to explore on this topic the 10 sex positions that women love most during love making. We all know that the women anatomy, it differs from one person to another or one female to another. But in general terms, we have general sex positions that almost every woman enjoy most. And that is the reason why we are doing this, we are exploring on this topic. Ohima, you are welcome to this live.
Thank you.
Here is Odopahini TV.
All right. I
It's
will.
a quite long, it's a quite long time that we met on this show.
Yes, it's been a while. Mm,
Ohima Esther is a relationship and sex expert. Now, Ohima, let's just get into the business. Take us through the 10 sex position that women love most.
Thank you very much. Greetings to all those who are watching and even those who are hearing to listening to. Greetings to each and everyone. Um, to start with, we have so many positions, but
Yes, of course.
there are a lot that people do enjoy. Or we have the let me put it this way, there are and more known ones that people use to enjoy a lot. But before I go into the positions, I want to talk about the atmosphere first, because
Okay.
yeah. And the other time we had a program, I talked about how to keep yourself and all those things to make sure that you become more attractive and more presentable during sex, especially your personal hygiene. Because some of the styles needs you need to be like very hygienic. And in love making, when you guys are feeling comfortable, you feel attracted to each other, there are certain things that shouldn't put people off, especially
Off. Yeah.
not off from you. So most
Yes.
have to check your personal hygiene and other stuff. Aside that, um you know in love making, let me put it, sex or love making, you have to start with the foreplay first.
I think there's a difference between sex and love making. Here we are talking about love making.
All right.
Yeah,
Some
because sex just
you are in
like
love with, you
yeah,
are
but
in love
love
because
making, yeah, between
I,
partners. We are
because
talking about love making.
you can have sex with anybody at all and you feel
Sure,
normal.
sure.
But love making is somebody
Sure.
whom you love, you're comfortable with. It could be your husband, it could be your boyfriend or girlfriend, it could be your
Sure.
fiance. Yeah. So let's talk about love making. You are being
Sure.
intimate with each other. So as I said, your personal hygiene is very important. You check your mask because kissing will be involved. You check the under parts. You get it.
Licking.
Licking will also be involved.
What
It
about
involves
stacking?
the whole body. Sex involves the whole body and even the atmosphere. You can how do you call it, make love on the bed whilst the bed is unkept, or you make love even in the kitchen or in the living room when the place is unkept. It wouldn't increase that how do you call it, that intimacy, or that atmosphere that
Connection.
yes, it will not increase, it will rather decrease it. So you have to check all these things before you start into it. And then with love making, when you are about to start, it could be that, oh, today I want to have my boyfriend, I want to have my fiancé or my husband, but you need to start from the morning. Whilst the person is at work, you start texting, giving him or her messages to make sure that like the
You
connection
prepare
starts,
the mind.
to prepare the mind before the person gets home or wherever you decide to make your love. Fine. So we have a lot of sex positions, but I will start from our olden days position, which everybody knows, which is the missionary aspect. Yes. With the missionary, sometimes people will tell you, "Oh, it has outmoded." No, it is not outmoded. It depends on how you do it. Because if you are in the missionary position, you are facing each other. You can be kissing intimately, and sometimes to most you have to learn how to kiss. Some people will end up kissing like just, but you need to take your time and work on the woman. In the missionary position, you have access to the lips, you have access to the eyes, you have access to the ears, you have access to the
The
down
neck.
your neck,
Yeah.
especially the sideways, where you've even put a little perfume there, making you attracting your partner to you. So, with the missionary aspect of love making, you have access to all these places: your ears, your eyes, your mouth, kissing, cuddling, and then kissing your neck, and all those things, whilst you are still in there penetrating, being the woman. Missionary position, you, the woman, being on the bed, and then the man being on top of you. So that's let me say the first sex position where when making love, we all know our olden days. They'll tell you that is what you're supposed to do. Doing other things is not right and all. But love making depends on the two of you. And secondly, I'll go in on the same missionary position. I think we have different kind, like other types connecting to the missionary position, whereby in that case you can still have a bicycle ride on the missionary position. Bicycle ride, as I said, bicycle ride. Maybe I'm giving my own names. The people have other names to it, but that's the name I'm giving to it. Bicycle ride. You, the woman lying down, the man lying
Mm-hmm.
on top of you, and then
Mm-hmm.
twisting like riding the bicycle. So you see the friction in between the vagina and the penis, because there's kind of friction as you the man keeps riding on you. The woman would lie down like straight, but the man will be on top of the woman, and then there's penetration, and then the man try to ride a bicycle whilst lying on the woman. But it depends. If you're a strong man and the lady is smallish, you have to be careful so that you don't kill somebody's daughter. On the other hand, if the lady is in a bigger size and the man is slim, that one is an advantage to the man. You can at least do it, and then both of you will enjoy, because there's kind of friction in there. I'll just add a native language whilst I speak. What I
No
say?
problem.
Or do you check on it? No. Well, or do you check on it as the friction like goes on and off, and you are riding, there's friction in between the walls of the vagina, so both the lady enjoys and the man also enjoy. And then aside that, the lady can still be lying down, and then the man will kneel with the legs open, whilst the lady's legs are up. In a way, it's the same form of missionary position, even though just that they are not lying down. So the man legs are open, and then the lady's legs are on top, and then penetration also goes through. So it's also a very nice style where both of you will enjoy. But in this case, it depends on the size of the penis, and it depends on the size of the vagina. And if, for instance, a man has maybe a small vagina, you can still enjoy.
A man, a woman has a small vagina, or a man has a small
A man
penis.
has a small penis, you can still
Mhm.
enjoy. Some people will say, "Oh,
Yeah.
my penis is small, so I can't satisfy a woman." It is not
It's
true.
because they don't know how to use it.
Yes, in this case, as the woman lie on her back, there can be crisscross. Whilst the man has knelt before the woman, and the woman lie on her back, whilst the legs are up, she can cross the leg like this to hook the man, and yet still the vagina could be more tighter. So with this style, it will help our men with a small penis. They can still penetrate and enjoy. The legs will be like this, and the man will lie will kneel before the woman, and there will be penetration. There will still be enjoyment. The man will enjoy it, the woman will enjoy it. In this same way, we have another style whereby the woman will bend both knees to her
Mm-hmm.
chest, will
Mm-hmm.
bend knees to her chest, and still,
While lying down.
yes, while lying down, and the legs up, but will bend the knees. So her thighs will be touching her how do you call it? Her sideways beside her breast.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So in this
Okay.
case, the man can still be penetrating and will still have access to the how do you call it? The breast and the nipple, be rubbing it, be massaging it, and the woman will enjoy. The man will also be enjoy because women will like touching, and men too, as they penetrate, they enjoy it. And you can have a face-to-face contact. You can communicate. I want to tell this to the ladies. Most ladies, especially when they're having sex, they decide to close their eyes. Open your eyes. Have what eyeball to ball.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
creates some kind of intimacy between the two of
Yeah.
you. It
Yes. Yes.
builds some kind of attraction between the two of
Connection. Kind
you.
of bond.
Eyes
Okay.
whilst you're in the missionary position, any form of position, facing each other. Don't close your eyes. Face each
Mm.
other. Look into the person's eye. If you can bend, if the man, you can also bend a little. You can still kiss the woman, or be putting your how do you call it, your tongue in her ears, and then whispering sweet words, telling her how much you love her, telling her how beautiful she looks, how you are happy to see her at all. Like, tell her nice things during sex. You can also say naughty things. It depends on how the two of you, your relationship are. If you're husband and wife, or your boyfriend and girlfriend, it depends on the relationship between the two of you. But you can say, if maybe you guys normally love saying naughty things, it's good. You can go ahead and say those things. If you like saying like, there's kind of, some people's relationship, there are kind of some kind of respect. There are certain things you can say, "Eh, untumi nka say, unkotumi nka sa." But if you can say naughty things, that is the time you have to bring out those things. And I know some men will just want to confirm whether he is the right. What's my name? He will ask you, "What's my name?" And then when you mention another person's name, it means you are cheating. Some men do that. But mostly what you have to do at that point in time, if you have access to the ears, you have access to the lips, access to wherever, you continue to um to you continue to focus on that. So my next sex position is the cowboy. I want to start with the cowboy, since the woman is still lying on her back. I want to start with the cowboy. With the cowboy position, this woman is still lying on the back, but the man is seated on the woman in such a way that the woman's legs are before, and then the man faces legs are close to her. How do you call it? Her breast. Once penetration goes on, in this position too, you can still have access to